I chose the University of Missouri-Columbia when it was time to choose a college.
Undergraduate, I went to William Jewell in Liberty, and then for my first master's degree, Rockhurst University, and the master's program now I'm at Avila.
I am a graduate of Kansas State University in Manhattan, Kansas.
I started at Southwest Missouri State, which is now Missouri State, but I ended up at MU. So, and then did my graduate work in Missouri, so I consider Missouri my alma mater.
I went to UMKC for all 4 years.
I went to Northwest Missouri State University for both my undergraduate and my graduate degree. That's Northwest Missouri State University, home of the Bearcats.
What I was most scared of, I guess, whether I was going to work in my family business. I guess I wasn't scared. I was just not sure of my decision if I wanted to stay in my family business or if I wanted to go ahead and go to school.
I had no idea what college life would be like. I'd never been on a college campus. So my biggest fear was, what is this place really going to be like? And I was way out of state, so I was way far away.
I wasn't even sure what college I was going to until like a month before school started in college. So that was my biggest worry, was that.
I would say probably the biggest culture shock of living at a college campus is the freedoms you have. Your bell schedule is so open, your free time between classes and evening, and there's no parent there to say, why don't you put your phone away and do your homework? There's no parent there to say, I don't think you should stay out that late. So the freedoms to make choices are probably the hardest thing to get used to.
I think probably managing their own time initially. With all the distractions and different things that you want to do, I think that's the initial challenge that will be something they have to be ready for, and then other than that, laundry.
That teachers will not coddle them, and that their mom and dad can't call the professor and be like, ask for like favors and stuff like that, that they're truly on their own and accountable for everything that they have to do.
The hardest part about college, I enjoyed college, and my experience was a little different because I lived at home. K-State was, just right down the road. I lived at home, so I didn't have the dorm thing. I didn't do the frat, and I obviously didn't live in a sorority house. But
I think it's the fact that no one has to tell you what to do and when to do it. If you want to go to class, go to class. But nobody's going to sit there and take roll or give you a tardy. If you don't show up, you don't show up.
I think the classes, not so much the classes, but trying to figure out each teacher.
Easiest part was just living at home, because I would be bothered living with other people. Sometimes I don't play well with other people, so just having to live with other people and get work done, that would throw me off. So I'm glad I had the isolation or the alone time that living at home afforded me. Other people would drive me crazy sometimes.
The independence and the freedom that it offers, and this whole like the sky's the limit kind of thing. It's a really good feeling.
Well, the best part was the social part, the first year or two. Meeting new friends and everything like that. Freedom.
Part obviously is the freedom. I think the friends you make, you spend a lot of time with people. When you spend time with your family, sometimes you get on each other's nerves, but these are people that you kind of choose and get to pick, and so you spend a lot of time with people, and you make, in my mind, your best friends in college because you're spending so much time with them. Easiest part, just music appreciation, I guess, was an easy class, but yeah, not too much that's easy.
If I had one sentence to give as advice, I would probably say, follow your beliefs. Whatever your ground roots are, they're still going to hold true at school.
No matter how bad you feel, no matter how sick, no matter how late you stayed out the night before, or the parties you went to, no matter what, drag your ass out of bed and go to class.
Figure out what you want to do and go right from the beginning and take it serious.
One sentence of advice, boy, that's tough for me. I would probably say, do what you have to do so that you can do what you want to do.
Don't skip classes. Ever.
Lesson learned in college. Yeah, early on, and I don't see it as a problem now. In fact, one of my issues early on was going to school just because I didn't want to work. I didn't know what I wanted to do initially, so I just went to school because I didn't want to work.
My first year, I learned some painful lessons about class attendance, and we will leave it at that.
I was on academic probation. I did not go to class. I didn't study. I went to have fun. A good time, go to all the fraternity parties, and sleep late, stay up late, and I wasted a lot of time. I wasted a lot of money, and it took me a couple years before I grew up and figured out that's not the right way. I got on academic probation.
I learned how to tie a tie in college, and I never knew how to do that before.
Good luck. You're gonna be great.